Okay, what is up, you guys? Don't mind my hair. It's a little disheveled, disheveled, is that a word? And obviously there's a mess behind me. I'm trying to tidy it up, but there's just so much I want to talk about. And there's just like lots and lots to go through. But I just want to like make eye contact with you and simply tell you that I have a story to share, a very long story, so it's gonna come out as we move through some things, but this channel is all about recovering from addiction. It could be many types of addiction, because you can always reword it so that it's, let me take this out of my ear so I can hear myself. Okay guys, so this is actually a part 2 from my part 1 video. I have a 15-minute limit, so I'm just going to continue right where I left off, and hopefully it makes sense to you guys. Okay, thanks for watching. Let's continue. Playing dress up is just a coping skill. It gets my mind off it, it makes me feel good. You know, that whole thing. That's just a simple coping skill. You know, get dressed, feel pretty, or if you're a man, maybe spike up your hair, spend a little time in the mirror, maybe put a nice face mask on. One of my best friends puts a face mask on. He does like those charcoal face masks. That's one of his coping skills too. There's so many different things you can do. I'm trying to think of some others. Cleaning, that always makes me feel good because I always think of the end result. You've got to think of the end result. That's got to be part of your coping skill, is focusing on the end result. Right now, staying sober and doing the right thing, no matter what it takes, is what I'm going to do, because my kids are with their dad right now and I want them to come home, and I want them to come home to a mom that is fully there and capable of caring for them, and that's without needing anything, or, you know, having an altered state of mind, or, you know, because even days, you guys, I could have a drink right now, a glass of wine, and you may think it's harmless, but for people with addiction issues, it can linger. It just lingers, you know, it just kind of hangs out, and oh, why don't you have a little bit more? Why don't you have some today? Or why don't you have some on Friday for the weekend or for the holiday? You know, and it just, and then you know that if you drink, you're gonna crave those drugs if that's your DOC, you know? Or if you're drinking, you're gonna smoke more cigarettes, you know? It's lose-lose, you guys. I want to stay young. I want to look young. I want to feel young. You know, I want to do the right thing for my children and my pets and my family and even my friends. So that's why I'm doing this. Let's see, where were we? I got off on a rant there. Oh, we're talking about coping skills. Yeah. So just try to find a coping skill. I'm trying to think. I play with crystals all the time. I look up crystal meanings. If I see something, like if I see a hummingbird, I'll look up what's the meaning of a hummingbird. Like, just to know, just for fun, just to see, just to feel special. Like, oh, it means that someone's watching over you, and then you just sit there and think, someone's watching over me. Decorating is another fun coping skill. Decorating your space. Like, I put these fairy lights up. You know, I got these little scarves hanging. I got my book. I decorated this book. Just get creative. Do something fun with your hair, maybe. Who cares what people think? Honestly, who cares? They're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to be there for you. They're just, someone once told me half the people, they said, don't tell your problems to everybody, because half the people don't care and the other half are happy you have them. So yeah, and I know a lot of people who are happy that I have problems, so let's just not even go there. Let me know if you want me to talk more about coping skills, because I got a long list and there's plenty of coping skills in here as well that we're going to get to, so let's just move on. what to do to manage post-acute. Recognize your triggers, assess chronic stress in your life, develop a relapse prevention, avoid high-risk situations, like don't put yourself in a bar the first week you're trying not to drink, you know. I got to a point after 6 years, I didn't care if someone drank around me. I was watching my ex drink all the time. I could care less because I knew I wasn't missing out on anything, and I knew it would affect me a whole lot different than it would affect him. Yoga is another coping skill. Making jewelry is another coping skill. Doing diamond dots is another coping skill. Adult coloring is another coping skill. And believe me, guys, you can do the same thing. You just gotta do the guy version of it. It's not hard, you guys. I know you can do this. It's gonna feel hard at first, but you can do it. I believe in you. Trust me. If I can do this, anybody can do this, because everything is difficult for me. And I know it might feel that way for you right now. Like, everything I do is so hard. It's gonna feel that way in the beginning. It's not gonna come to you like breathing. It's just not. But trust me, my whole life I have felt like just like a burden. Like I can't, like nothing just comes to me. It's always like, it's always stressful. It's always hard. It's always blood, sweat, and tears. But I gotta change that way of thinking as well, because that way of thinking has kept me here. Things haven't really improved. I mean, they have, but not in the other ways that I would like them to. Like, my life definitely improved in 6 years, but I didn't really do the work that I needed to do, like this, which is why I'm just taking this time while my kids are safe with their dad. Safe. He put them on a scooter the other day, and then he chopped one of their bangs off. And I'm sorry, trim is not cutting your bangs. But we're not going to get into the baby daddy issues, whatever. But yes, so let me just move on. So avoid high-risk situations, recognize your triggers. Like, my ex is a huge trigger. I try to avoid him at all costs. At all costs. Okay, learn techniques to manage the symptoms. Okay, so let's see. How to cope. First, realize that these symptoms may be a part of recovery, similar to the itch of a healing cut or the sudden fatigue after an illness. They may indicate progress and increased awareness of feelings. It says after detox, what do we do? Let me know if you want me to discuss that. I just want to get into more of the coping skills right now. One of them, reduce stress, take time out, take a break, find a private spot and relax. Be patient with your progress. Don't hide your feelings. Accept and work with your body. Warn close friends and family, I may need help and time out. Be prepared with time out ploys. Be prepared with time out ploys. Take a short walk. Bike riding is a coping skill. Take a short walk. Promise people that you will get back to them later. Tell people that you would like to sleep on their request. Ask that a message be repeated. Say, let me get this straight, and repeat the message. Write it down. These are just some coping skills. Excuse me. Use humor. I really like this one. Use humor. Make a face. Say, I've got a cramp in my brain. Let me get back to you when I can concentrate. Sorry, my computer is down. I think I have a short circuit. I must have blown a fuse, etc. So don't feel bad about yourself if you're having like a brain fart or something. Just keep it moving. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. I promise. Especially now, you're definitely gonna be okay. I'm gonna try to be consistent with these videos. What would help me be the most consistent is getting some comments and hitting that like button. That would sincerely help this channel tremendously. Okay, what helps? Structures, schedules, routine, and regularity. Know that that is part of recovery. Time, free of all mood-altering drugs. Time and free of all mood-altering drugs. Time, what helps is time, and what helps is being free of all mood-altering drugs. Help your body heal. Rest and nap if you can. What's better than napping? The time goes by quick, you feel better, you get rested, you start off with a different mindset, a new perspective, that kind of thing. Find a good diet, eat small meals, try mid-morning snacks, try proper exercise, relax, use relaxation tapes, listen to quiet music, look up on YouTube something that's calming, something that's going to relax you, not get you thinking back to those memories or having flashbacks, at a time when you were listening to that song while you were using. Be very specific about the kind of music you listen to. You have to become a little bit picky and find your niche of music or your niche of music. Because some of them are going to be triggers. I had 6 triggers the other day in the first hour of my morning. Okay? And 2 of them were songs on the radio. Okay, this video is getting a little long. Follow your physician's directions for any medical problems. Avoid unnecessary sweets, caffeine, nicotine, and fatigue. Kind of hard to do when you're first getting sober, right? Avoid unnecessary stressors, gambling, or major changes like jobs, promotions, moving, etc. Avoid major changes, risks, skydiving for the first time, don't do that. Grudges and resentments, avoid grudges and resentments. People can hold grudges and resentments against you too, but let's just stick to positivity, right? Avoid in-laws, that's a big one. Certain relatives, friends, clothes that don't fit. All very good coping skills, right? Regular activities. I'm going to try to fly through this. Daily plans, AA meetings, 90 and 90. Try to do 90 meetings in 90 days. When I first started to get sober, I did go to a 90-day facility and it worked. Go at the same time when possible. See the same recovering people often. Attend aftercare. Go at the same time, see the same people. Talk to your sponsor regularly. If you just want to verbally vomit and just scream at the top of your lungs like you can't take anymore, like it's one of those damn days, that's what a sponsor is for. That is what a sponsor is so great for. That is, I call all the wrong people before. I would call all the wrong people before. All the wrong people to vent and tell my problems to, and nothing ever got accomplished. Nothing ever good came of it. You need a sponsor. It is the perfect person to call and complain to, and they will put you in your place. Believe me, they will. They will not be nice about certain things, but you will get through it and you will learn from it. Don't be stubborn. Don't be like, no, it's everybody else and not me. Try to be open-minded. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to stop here and continue with part 3. I hope you guys are enjoying these coping skills. There's definitely more information to come. Please continue watching. I will link the video above. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you. Love, peace, serenity, and Sprite.